Hey everybody, the following is an excerpt from the monthly Rahdo Roundup, and if you'd like to see the rest of the roundup, you can hit that eye up in the top right corner of the screen, or if you'd like to know more about the game, you can follow the link down in the show notes. And with that out of the way, let's talk about Dirt and Glory. Now, this is one of two games that are being published at Essen Spiel this year from a brand new board game publisher, Pink Troubadour. And you haven't heard the last of them. They've got another game that's going to be a little bit higher on the list. And in fact, actually, it was their other game that I was really interested in checking out. And so they sent me a review copy so I could let people know what it's going to be like before Essen Spiel. And then, just for fun, they threw Dirt and Glory in the box. And honestly, I didn't think, you didn't have to do that. My wife's going to hate this game because what is it? This is a very simple and fast-playing push your luck style game, right? It says push your luck. Yeah, push your luck drafting, deck construction, racing game. It's basically, if they could, they should have gotten the Mad Max license and put it on here because it is definitely, look at that guy on the box cover. If you do not hear him in your head shouting, "Witness me," or shiny and chrome, well, you watch different movies than me because that's what this game is all about. Each player has their own little caravan that's trying to drive across the waste as fast as possible to get to another oasis to basically score water. And on your turn, you are simply going to draw one card from your own personal deck of cards. Everybody starts with a deck of the same cards. A 1, a 1, a 2, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. And of course, they have cool little Mad Maxy type riders representing all the members of their caravan. So you're just going to draw a card and put it on top of your cards that you've already drawn. Let me see. I think there'll be a picture of them actually in play somewhere in here. It's got a great look. Which is obvious, I think, from looking at this stuff. There we go. Here are some people playing, but this is just the beginning of a game. Do we have a little bit later into the game? Right. Okay. So, So somebody, they have, on their first round, they drew a 5. And, okay, what you can't see here, because they just did not put any, all right, let's go back to these other ones. Fine, we'll go to, all right, here we go. On every round, I'll have to zoom in so you can see them because the pictures are so far away. The new race starts, and a card is revealed that shows the top speed we can go. Like in this one, top speed 13. This is a push your luck game. The more cards you draw and add to your caravan, the faster you're going to go. And so you keep pushing your luck, drawing more and more cards, trying to go faster, because whoever goes the fastest gets the big reward. 3 water as opposed to 2 or 1. But if you go over 13 as you're pushing your luck, you'll bust. You won't get any points, but you'll get 2 gasoline. Although, of course, I like to call it guzzling. And none of these references were meaningless to Jen while she and I were playing. But of course she wasn't. Jen would never watch these movies in a million years. Even though, oh my gosh, Fury Road was so great. And honestly, I like Furiosa too. Not as good as Fury Road, but anyway, regardless, this is not Rahdo rounds up the movies he's watched. This is the game. So anyway, so if you bust, unlike a lot of push your luck games, you know what? You can almost feel, oh, you know what? I was not, I'll push my luck because rather than coming in third and just getting 1 water and a tank of gas, I'd rather have 2 tanks of gas. Because those tanks of gas are everything. They let you unlock special powers. They let you manipulate your deck. Because, let me zoom out to somebody who's actually playing. Over here, here's your little, right, they've already scored 4 points. There's the deck of cards they're drawing from. They drew a 5, and remember, they're trying to get to 13. So when it came around to their turn again, of course I'm going to draw. 5 isn't going to win me, so I drew a 4. Now they're up to 9. Now they need to start thinking. They know they've drawn their 5 and their 4. They know there's a 3, a 2, a 2, and a 1, 1. So they're going to keep drawing, right? They're going to keep pushing their luck without trying to go over. In fact, they're really happy that they got their high numbers out of the way first. So now they're just going to be drawing low numbers. They might have a good shot of winning this round. But in addition to the cards you're playing, at the beginning of the round, you drew 2 cards. Well, why is it not shown here? It's not shown here. I think it was shown in another one of these pictures. At the beginning of a round, you drew 2 cards. There we go. You drew 2 cards. One of them was the first card you played, and the other one you put over onto the side, tapped. This is your reserve. You know that those cards are no longer in your deck. You must put a reserve, and over time, your reserve can build up. As you can see, this person has built up to a reserve of 3 cards. And so, you've got all those cards available when you need them. When you need a 2 and you don't want to risk drawing, because you know, hey, in my deck, there's still a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 2. So I know I've got a 50-50 chance, but I don't think I want to risk it because if I draw that 4 or the 3, I bust. If I draw the 2, I'll hit the exact 13. So instead, why not grab the 2 out of your reserve? Well, the thing is, you've got to spend that gasoline to be able to get those out. So sometimes busting on purpose even to get that gasoline so you can get stuff out of your reserve so you can win the next round where the prizes are even bigger is a big part of the game. But then there's one more thing that I haven't mentioned. Let's go back to that big picture. In the center of the board, the number of players, a number of special cards are drawn. So this is a 4-player game. At the beginning of the round, there are 4 cards that are all numbered 1 through 5. Sometimes they have multiple numbers. Like there could be a 2, it's a 4 or a 2, so it gives you flexibility. I could play this as a 4 or a 2. That's amazing. But more often than not, they have all kinds of cool special powers on them. Sometimes powers that you need gas, sometimes powers that give you gas, all kinds of things. And after the race is over, how everybody did in the race determines who gets first dibs on these as well. Because the sooner you pass, the sooner you can grab the card you want and throw it into your deck. So it's a deck building game. It's a deck building, push your luck, set collection, speed race game. Set in the world of Mad Max, but not really, because it's really Dirt and Glory, not Mad Max. It's cool. If I was ever in a situation where I wanted to play with casual gamers and I wanted to play a push your luck game, it's this. I've played a lot of push your luck games over the years. I have never seen one as thematically strong as this one. I talked a couple other times in this month's roundup about how, I really love the gameplay here. I just wish they'd found a way to work a story, a theme into it. That is what designer Peter Vocek did. Not for nothing, Peter Vocek designed another game a few years ago that I loved, Terra Futura. That made my top 10 of the year, if I recall correctly. Now, sadly, Dirt and Glory does not make my top 10 of the year because at the end of the day, I am not looking for a lightweight, casual, almost gamer level game that I could play with anybody. But if you know anybody in your life who loves action cinema and you want to convince, if you're you saw there's a reason all their promotional pics were showing you playing this at a restaurant on a bench is because this is the ultimate restaurant game. Everybody pushing their luck, everybody screaming or scowling or, okay, well, at least if I bust, I got that gasoline, I'm going to grab another card, I'm going to win next round. We're going to do 6 races. They get progressively better. Who cares if I lost this battle? I'm going to win the war. And if you're of a certain mindset, you're going to make a lot of quotes throughout. It's really good. If you like simple, family-friendly, gateway, push your lucks, if you like Mad Max, Beyond Thunderdome, Furiosa, Fury Road, or just any of these like post-apocalypse things, or even if you don't like that setting. Because here's the thing. My wife hates that setting. Hates it with a passion. Wants nothing to do with it. It just makes her mad to think about all the wasted resources and she cannot get into the apocalyptic fantasy of it. But even she had to admit she had fun playing this game because there's so much more depth. It's simple, it's easy, it's elegant. I mean, the cards say exactly what they do. This is still a gateway game that anybody can understand play and understand why, I can see why that card is really valuable. After I played one round, I'm making smart decisions and I'm pushing my luck. This game has great hidden depth. This is a real unicorn of a game. Incredibly elegant, incredibly simple, incredibly fast, incredibly thematic. It's just unfortunately a theme that my wife didn't particularly like. And to be honest, neither Jen or I are huge, big fans of Push Your Luck. But if we were, oh my gosh. It's a tiny box too, did I mention? It's also a very, very tiny box because it's basically a deck of cards and some tokens. Very, very impressive title. I think this is going to be one of those little sleeper hits. Those are one of those games, if you're at Essen Spiel and you talk to other people and you say, what did you see that nobody's talking about? A lot of people might say, have you checked out Dirt and Glory? Because no one's heard about this. It's it's not on anybody's wish list, but it should be. This is the kind of game that I would think would make Tom Vassel's top 10 of the year, quite frankly. It's that kind of game, and it's just beautifully done. And it bodes good things for a new and upcoming publisher, Pink Troubadour. But because it's still not the kind of game for me and Jen, it comes in at number 18, Dirt and Glory. Witness me! And thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It makes a huge difference, believe me. But with that out of the way, if you'd like to see some more, over on the left, you can find a playlist of a whole bunch more Rahdo Rapid reviews. Up in the top right, there's the latest thing that's been added to the channel. And in the bottom right, you've got something YouTube recommends. Okay, folks, thanks for watching.